Well, hello there, Brown Carlito Prime. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. Kiana, I'm heading up towards your direction. Not exactly through there, but I'm going to be in Tennessee tomorrow. Mr. Huber, how you doing? We're making a little bit of dinner tonight, which you typically do on the weekends. Well, hopefully you have something what I'm doing. We're going to make a bit of ramen. We got some skewers, all ready to go pretty much. I got a little bit of rice in the microwave, getting hot again. I had rice left over in the refrigerator from my last meal, so Mr. Hart, all the way from the UK. Thanks, sir. Making a little bit of dinner. So hopefully we all have a good time tonight. Hopefully. Always got to cross some fingers. All right. Nice and hot, reconstituted. Excellent. So we'll just leave that in the microwave. Just unplug that. We're going to plug in our panini grill, which hopefully we can look past my little knobby knees. We got the panini grill going. Let's see if this will work a little better. Yeah, put it back where it used to be. All right, there we go. So we got the panini grill. We're going to get that hot. We got some skewers. Let me pull it. And lovely summertime shorts. Let's see if we can find the ingredients we want. A little bit of black pepper. I gotta find my soy sauce. Apple cider vinegar, olive oil. Yeah, I think I put it away in the doodad there. It's always fun when you have no room. Well, little problem with that. Not easy to fly anymore because everybody's going crazy because of this this super killer virus that's going around. Sorry. Yeah, here we go. Soy sauce. And as usual, like most things, people, the number one symptoms of the virus, of course, is fear. Summertime, yes. And I want to put this out there so everybody knows. I've had this pair of shorts for a couple of years now. Yeah. I was working at 2 companies previously, my first trucking job. And I was going to a distribution warehouse, picking up trailers, taking them to the stores. The store is called Steinmart. An American store. Typically South, Kentucky South. Typically is where you're going to find Steinmart. But the fun thing about that was picking up there one day, and the security guard made a comment. Now, she was a rather rotund woman. Let's be as nice as we can be. Uh, and, you know, it's summertime. I'm wearing these shorts. Hey, anytime you want, Kevin, I'll be more than happy to come on. I would love to do that again. All right. So, but like I said, summertime, it's hot, picking up a new trailer. Walk up to the security guard to get my paperwork so I can take the trailer off property. I'm wearing my cactus shorts. And of course, you know, legs are showing, as they are wont to do. Well, this kind of stunned me. Was not thinking about anything in particular, but all of a sudden, out of the blue, boy, you got some sexy legs. I'm sorry. It was one of those things where it was so out of the blue. You know, there's like 7 other guys standing around, getting their trucks and trailers set up. All of a sudden, this female security guard, boy, you got some sexy legs. Oh, man, it was not what I expected at that moment. All right, Panini Grill is hot. We're going to take our skewers. Now, most of these have onion and chicken. And I got one that's just onion. I mean, just chicken, sorry. So, as all those people who hate onion, this one's for you. Some good old chicken thighs. We're going to sear that a little bit. All right. So we also got, like I said, there are other ingredients here, which is we're gonna make a ramen along with these skewers. I have also a little bit of side dish of rice. So we got a little bit of carrot. We got the remainder of the snow peas, some white onion, a little bit of green onion as well, and we have our noodles. So we're going to, once we get the skewers done, then we'll get our ramen cooking, get those noodles all done up, and we'll put everything together as we are wont to do. Now, I did do a lot of stuff ahead of time because how many times can you see me cutting food? Yeah. Alrighty, there we go. Just what I do with my trash bag. That was sewed up there for the moment. Nobody's looking. Alright, so once we get that going, so we got that cooking a little bit. We're gonna turn that heat up a little bit more. There we go. So we got a little bit of black pepper. Yeah. So that on there. We got a little bit of red pepper flakes, so we're just gonna throw a few of those on there. Be precise when you cook. Well, Walter, this is as close as we're getting today. All right, a little bit of kikkoman, my favorite brand of Japanese soy sauce. Just do a little splash there. Let that go. Okay. We don't need our cutting board anymore, so we're going to put that up out the way as best we can for the moment. We're going to use our nice little 8-inch wok to do our noodles in. The only reason I'm doing that is because Mr. Lazy didn't clean the other pot from last night. So there you go. We got some water here to cook the noodles in and make our soup base. Hot plate is ready to go. So once the skewers are done, we'll get ourselves properly set up, I think. Let's see. Get a plate here. You dig one out. So get a little plate for the skewers. Alrighty. Chemical boots. Go to Fitch. John Deere out in Carroll County, right past Eldersburg. You go to that. I believe it's 97. Take 97 north. Fitch John Deere is going to be up on the right hand side. They always have a good selection of stuff. Now, that was from the last time I was there. That's over a decade, but they should still carry that. You want to ask for Boggs, BOGGS boots. Some of the best boots out there for what you're doing, Stephen. So, like I said, we got the skewers going. Get the noodles done. We have a small bowl of rice, which we're going to put some of the skewers on to the rice. A little bit of soy sauce, top it off. All is good. And then some of the skewers we're going to leave. The one with the chicken in it is going to go directly into the soup. So we're going to have a fairly decent meal. So we're getting a little bit of color onto the chicken. So we're just going to make sure they separate. Now, this would be nicer if I had a good charcoal fire to get a little bit of a char on these, but a little bit of chicken thigh, a little bit of white onion or yellow onion. And because the light is so yellow in here, that looks white, but it's actually yellow onion. A little bit of carrot, a little bit of snow pea, chicken, green onion. And, not too bad. So, we are on our way from Florida, right near Disneyland in Kissimmee, Florida. We got a Komatsu WA 250-5L wheel loader. You can look it up on the internet. Just Komatsu WA 250-5L wheel loader. You'll see what I'm carrying. We're taking this from Kissimmee, Florida, right near Disneyland. We're taking that all the way up to St. Charles, Minnesota. So we're going to go from 87 degrees, 85 degrees temperatures up into near freezing temperatures up in Minnesota. Yeah. So, I may have to break down and put some pants on. Maybe. We'll see. We'll play it by ear, how I feel. So, we're getting this cooked up. Let's see here. So, we got some color there. So, we're going to let that crisp up a little bit more. Well, Walter, I know you got to have your barbecue because you are one of those crazy people that actually likes good food. Why you're going into the restaurant business, I think you're crazy for doing that. Those people who come into a restaurant suck. I know, I'm one of those idiots. I like to things my way, and when the restaurant doesn't make it my way, I get upset. That's why I cook in the truck. But a good barbecue, nobody can argue with a good barbecue. You have never seen in recorded history of mankind a fist fight at a barbecue. You've never seen mass murder at a barbecue. You've never seen anybody saying anything but, oh my God, why don't I have more? All right. That is looking good. We're going to splash a little bit more of the soy sauce on there. Just like that. We got the heat all the way to the maximum on this. I'm going to get as much, kind of like a little bit of pressure, get a whole lot of contact. Kind of get a little bit of a soy sauce glaze on there. We're going to turn those over and wiggle those on the pan, get some of that onto the chicken and the onion. Let's see if we can. There we go. All right. So now these, we're going to consider these done. We're just going to set those off to the side real quick. We're going to unplug this. We're going to set this up off to the side here so we can, where it's not going to burn anything, it's not going to fall over, hopefully. So now we're going to get our rice is hot, so we're not good. Get our hot plate set up here. I'm going to plug that bad boy in. There we go. Going to get that fired up. Okay. So we got our nice little pot here. Now, these are not the brand that I normally have. But, considering I'm going to be adding so much stuff to it, the noodle itself isn't bad. The soup packet that's with it is not what I typically like. I like the brand Sapporo Ichiban, which is a whole lot better. This is your 4-cent, buy it on the in the bargain aisle type of a noodle. Stuff all those extra noodles in there. Gonna throw that on the floor because that's. Hey, Ross Romes, how you doing, sir? Let's see, what time is it here? It is 8 p.m. on the East Coast, down here in Georgia. We are parked in Dalton, Georgia, which is the carpet capital of the East Coast. Dalton, Georgia. Now, so 8 o'clock here, so it's about midnight in England, where Mr. Ross Romes is at. Check out his channel. Check out Kevin Hart Vlogs. He always has some good. They both have really good photography, videography in their channel, in their videos. So we're gonna bring that up so it just starts to float. There we go. We're gonna bring that to a boil, and to help speed that along, because of space being so limited in a truck, there are certain things that you have to compromise on. So I cannot have a lid for every pot, every pan. So I have one, what's typically called a universal lid, right? Glass, I'm assuming that's glass, a silicone edge right there, about 3 thumb widths wide. I'll set that right there. So we're just going to cover that to help raise that temperature a little bit. Get that to bring that to a boil a little bit faster. We got a bowl, and I do have some real Japanese ramen bowls coming. Whenever they get here, I bought them directly from the maker in Japan, so they got to go through import and all that other jazz. So that'll be coming, hopefully, well, maybe by the end of April I'll have them. But we're going to do a little bit better than the 50-cent bowls from Walmart. So we're going to get that water boiling, get them noodles soft. We'll add our vegetables all on top. And of course, for the chef, some of these nice little skewers. Now, if I had more vegetables I could put on there, I was going to take some carrot and soften it up a little bit, then skewer it, but I figured, yeah, with that, you know, I'll just put it in the soup, you know. So you see the condensation there? It's starting to steam up a little bit, so the water's getting nice and hot. I don't know why these are out. We don't need those. So, good old pair of chopsticks. Like I said, we got our soy sauce. We got our soup base, which, like I said, you know, just a dehydrated, you know, stuff there. So the green onion that we have a little bit, that we cut up a little bit earlier, with a little bit of green onion we got left. There we go. We're just going to throw that in at the beginning. That's going to help to flavor the soup the way I want. Yeah, I mean, I am amazed that I think I hit 870 today, which is amazing. You know, that 870 individual people took 2 seconds to click that subscribe button. You know, I'm surprised they took 2 seconds. I'm surprised anybody watches this. You know, to be honest, you know, it's like some dumb American schmuck driving a truck and, you know, and cooking, you know. I can't honestly say that's that interesting, but I'm a boring person, so I do watch things like that anyway, you know. All right, here we go. So our water is boiling. We're going to break up that noodle. A little bit of green onion there. We don't want the noodle to get too soft, especially with a poor quality noodle such as this is. But we do what we can. So we're gonna throw our soup base in there like that. Mix that around. A little bit of soy sauce in there. Gives a little bit of color. Gives it more of a beefy flavor. There we go. Let's turn that off. That's all we need from that. There we go. And I do have the AC going because when you cook in the truck, not a whole lot of place for the heat to go, so there we go. Okay. So now, well, maybe we will use the tongs here. Be a little bit neater. All right, so we're gonna take our noodles, stick them in there. It's gonna be a little bit less messy. Put those noodles in there. All right, so we got our noodles down on the base, like that. A little bit of the carrot, a bit of snow pea in there. No, I'm not making a super nice presentation, but there you go. A little bit of onion. There we go. And we're going to cut, you know, that's not enough regular onion for me. Slide that over a little bit. So a little bit more onion. And yes, this is not the safest way to do it, but I do it the way I do it. So a little more onion, just a little bit of yellow onion. Stick that in there like that. So here's our plate. Here we go. So we're gonna dump some of this. We're gonna dump that soup on. The green onion comes with it. Here we go. Now in a nice bowl, it would be a lot better. So we have some raw onion in the bowl. Now we got some of the grilled onion and some of the chicken. Those are right on top. Throw a couple of skewers right there on top with some of the cooked onion. Get over here. Don't need to be making that kind of mess. And here's what just regular, just plain chicken there. Put that in there. All right. Get it out the way. So we got a few more skewers. Let me move you out of the way here. There we go. There. We got a nice little bowl of rice, nice and hot still. Throw a little bit of soy sauce on there. So we got that. Going to take the rest of our skewers and onion. Throw right in there. Come on up there. Just like that. And one's escaping. Oh, so we don't need this anymore. We got an escapee. Get over there. There we go. There we go. So a bowl of rice, a little bit of chicken and onion. A nice bowl of Japanese noodle soup called a ramen. A little bit of beef flavor, chicken, some snow peas, a little bit of carrot, a little bit of raw, yellow onion. Quick and easy, super simple, and that's better than going in here. I mean, at the truck stop I'm at, they got your typical hot dogs and pizza and pre-made burritos and your little cheap salads and whatnot. They got a Subway sandwich place in there. They got a McDonald's, which let's be honest. If you're eating that every day, you're gonna feel like crap. You're just gonna feel ugh by eating the same thing every day. You can't get this at a restaurant, like this, made the way you want it. So, bon appetit. There we go. A little bit of carrot. All right. So, what I need now is for suggestions of what I could possibly try to cook in the truck. I want something that is very unique, something that you don't think could possibly be made in a truck. I need suggestions of what I could try to attempt to do. I have a hot plate, panini grill, a pressure cooker, slow cooker, rice cooker. I have pots. I have pans. I have a microwave. I have a stick blender. I have knives, forks. I have cooking tools to basically try anything. You let me know. Tell me what you would like to see, and I will try to find a way to do it. So any suggestions you have, write them on in there. And I'll put the, and if anybody wants to join me here, there's the link. And we are going to have ourselves a pretty decent dinner. A little bit of rice. Hey, Sister Lynn, how you doing? A little bit of chicken, grilled chicken and onions on some rice. Nice bowl of ramen. Let's actually get some of the noodles out of there. There we go. Carrots getting in the way of the noodles. And a little piece of nice grilled chicken. Well, steamed crabs. Theoretically, I could do one or two in the Instapot, you know. Because recently I picked up a cooking vessel for the Instant Pot and a steamer basket for it. So I could put, I could put 3 or 4 crabs in there. I could put a lobster tail in there. So I could definitely try that. Now, getting to Maryland, to the Chesapeake Bay, to get 4 crabs, that would be a tricky one to do. But it is doable. I guess being from Maryland, there's only one type of crab. You don't want the stone crab. That's too far south. The stuff they get from Louisiana, nah. The Dungeness crab from Alaska and things like that, the king crab. Lasagna, I can easily do lasagna. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. So, we just got a little bit of cleanup to do. The panini grill, a pot, a lid, a couple bowls, some cooking tools, plate, tray, knife, tongs. The skewers have been used, so I'm just going to throw those away. I'm not too, they're only meant for one-time use anyway, so not too upset about that. But other than that, a good simple meal made in the truck. I mean, took almost no time at all. So, let's see, 34 minutes. Can't exactly complain about that. So, we're going to make this a short one. We're not going to go on for an hour and a half like I normally do on the live stream. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do for tomorrow's dinner. We will see what we're going to do. See what ingredients I have and what I can cobble together. We might be doing spaghetti tomorrow. We will see what we got. Other than that, I just want to say thank you all for joining me. Stephen, Sister Lynn, Ross Romes, all the way from the UK, thank you much. Redneck Lifestyle, Walter. Going to continue following your adventure and redoing that restaurant. And I'll talk to you on WhatsApp. Kiana, talk to you later as well. Kevin Hart, thank you very much for coming in. Go check out everybody else's channel if you could. I would appreciate that. Brown Carlito Prime, thank you much for joining me. But I just want to say thank you all for coming in. Watch this later on if you need to or want to, whichever. But you can easily cook in a truck, save yourself a whole lot of money by doing it yourself. So I just want to say God bless and thank you very much. And we'll see you tomorrow, approximately 6:30 or 6 o'clock Eastern, approximately. Thank you very much.